Should we save this for the pod, fellas? Or?
We're in it, baby. Welcome to the Doorcast. We're in it. We like to roll in very
How's
naturally.
the sound?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going natural. You can't ask how the sound is.
How am I balls?
It's yeah.
Natural.
Can I curse?
You can absolutely curse. Only Ramsey
Are you
can.
thinking about doing like are you doing hymns or Propecia? Or
I do
whatever?
keeps, yeah.
Keeps. And how long's it been?
I started fall of 2020, I think.
Wait,
And are you happy with it?
I actually have a little more hair now, and it's like
Nice.
thicker. So
Is this something you said before, or did you just say that to him? That seems like a mean thing to say to somebody.
because I said out loud, I'm to the camera. I was like, I hope I'm covering my bald spots.
I
okay.
missed it. Okay,
Bald
okay.
spots.
And
I
then-
missed it.
Yeah, but I would do that.
I thought TVG was going hard.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, he's
man.
bald. He can do it. It's fine.
I was gonna say it's like a bald man's privilege to just be able to just
He
let
has the
people know.
right. He has the right. Speaking of, my guests this evening are TVG, Torio Van Grol.
Hello.
Bald. He'll call you out if there's even a moment of weakness
Don't
in your
come at
hairline.
me, dude. I'll attack with yeah.
Ramsey Badawi joining us, part of the newest class.
I'm Zach's sit-in. When we do blocking for the Door Guy podcast, I sit here for 5 hours. I'm Zach's place.
I was like, we owe him one. He should be on an episode. This guy's done so many sit-in hours. And we have Rene Lancaster,
Howdy.
Papa Bear,
That's right.
Slayer.
Indeed.
going bald.
Have we talked about that? Yeah, going bald.
Pretty bald, yes.
Keeps. This episode might be brought to you by. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Finasteride.
How'd you get the nickname Slayer?
You know, I just found out that
gonna
was
say-
you on the schedule like 6 minutes ago.
The
I had no
funniest thing
clue.
was when Emily asked Quincy, "Who's Juice and Slayer?"
Who are Juice and Slayer?
For a long time, I've been like, dude, every single time Slayer's scheduled, Renee seems to fill in for this fucking guy.
Really?
For a long time.
You didn't put it together?
I genuinely thought, do you know this
I
place?
told Ramsey, I went, Slayer's a bad dude. Renee's the only one that sticks around
I
with
think
him.
it came from Danny, the sound guy.
Okay, Slayer. I could see him dropping that on you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just like it was supposed to be. I think like for the night, and then it just stuck.
A very eventful nickname. Not a very eventful story.
That's honestly how
behind
most
it.
nicknames happen.
Yeah, it's
They
true.
just-
Danny, the sound guy,
Yeah, Danny the sound guy.
Yeah.
creator of most nicknames.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he gave Jesus the nickname Son of God.
That was him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Danny the sound guy.
His name is actually Yeshua bin Yusuf. And he's like, oh, man, it's Jesus, man. I'm going to call you Jesus. Or Jeez. Or Jesus H. Just fully rattling off. I'm just going with what feels right, man. Yeah, so I don't know how eventful our week was at the Doorcast. I don't have anyone to thank for tipping, so y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Do you feel like, because Luke, when I did the show with Luke, he'd always have.
He had like tons of people.
Yeah,
who
so
thanked
do you
for
feel like you're kind of dropping the ball?
I called my mother. I was like, Mom, it's
Yeah.
in a couple bucks. We'll get you a shout out.
Uh-huh.
She's like, good luck tonight. I can't be there to catch you always, but, you know,
Has your mom
humble beginnings.
has you ever watched you do stand-up comedy?
She hates it.
She watched maybe like when I started. It's not her cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, I have Middle Eastern parents as
Neither.
well. You too?
No,
You have
it's-
Middle Eastern parents?
His
Yeah.
comedy's not my cup of tea.
Torio's watched. And then I don't make him do it that way anymore. I don't even ask him to.
Not that I even think I want my parents to see, but I'm curious if I was just curious.
I honestly think that my mom is too anxious, and she feels like her nervous energy is going to like
For
ruin
sure.
it.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to like sit through anxiety to watch me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
come
not,
on, be a trooper.
My mom's the same way. She doesn't really. She comes every once in a while. She's not like the biggest fan of it, or she's like. But my dad is like a genuinely loves comedy, and mine as well. And that's all. That has its own weirdness to
That's
it.
a weird thing too.
That's a weird thing too. So
Yeah.
it's like there's no great way for your parents to accept your comedy.
That's a good point.
Does your dad give you suggestions like, "Hey, try this on stage"?
No, but he'll say like, "I'm proud of you," and I'm like, "That's
Oh, come on, that's
oh, that hurts even more." And I'm like, "Now I'll never make it.
That's so funny.
I can't have a proud dad."
Yeah.
It's
Ew.
kryptonite for good.
Oh, as a
Yeah,
comic, you got to be
Talk to the
just beat
greatest
down,
comics,
huh,
man.
Yeah.
Does he like bring up like comics like is he like I saw Bert Kreischer did this? Does he have like that kind of
Right.
a thing?
Nah.
Because that energy would also be really bothersome.
Yeah, he's
No,
like,
he
this
really
guy
only-
takes his shirt off. What do you think
yeah,
about that?
yeah,
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, because my dad for a while was trying to pitch me to write my own movie because he had heard Sylvester Stallone did that, and he was like, "That's like a good
role
in.
model."
He still pitches that to me.
That's great.
It's not
He has dementia.
It's not bad advice.
It's not the worst advice, I guess. Yeah,
Write your own movie.
It's really bad advice, and then it gets good advice as time goes on, and then it gets worse as time goes on.
When it works, it really works. I feel like the Matt Damon, Ben Affleck route was similar. You know, they just kind of like, we're struggling, man. Then we're like, let's write our own fucking shit.
Yeah.
Call it Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to play the guy that calls you retarded.
And that's all.
And then they're like, I'm in a new one. It's called The Departed. It's just everything that rhymes with retarded. Yeah, no, I would. I mean, I feel like a lot of us are told. I've actually been told by paid regulars here, like, you got to be writing stuff outside of this. Think about the next move.
I don't even
it
write
happens, and you got to be ready. Write for yourself. What's your pilot? I'm like, whoa, man.
I don't even write my
That stuff was real this whole time.
Yeah.
There's a thing we say to each other. Yeah. I got a bunch of pilots. I gotta land.
Yeah. Before pilot season.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's fucking pilot season. Okay,
shit.
so the harvest is due.
Yeah.
My numbers are good.
I don't even write my own material.
No, I know.
Yeah. Who does that again?
For me, I use. I've been using ChatGPT for years.
Yeah,
10 years now. 12 years now.
I remember when it was in beta. It was weird, but you made it work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It challenged you as a performer. That's all it was doing. Don't you hate how it is and or? Right? That's got to be right. Yeah, Neil Brennan went up like maybe a couple months
It's
ago.
his new opener.
Yeah. Okay. So he's still doing that.
Yeah.
And his first thing will be like, I asked ChatGPT how to start a stand-up set. And then it was like, "What up, bitches?" I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that's actually not bad.
It's not the worst. No, that's why. That's the thing that makes me sigh. Is it's really not the worst. It's all right. It's
It
actually
can
pretty
do what we
decent.
do.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't?
pretty decent.
You think ChatGPT actually?
Well, that's
wrote
what
that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a business doing. what
Either
he-
way, I love that you just threw out his new opener for like his new hour
Yeah, that's as
on
far
a
is it?
podcast.
All right, well, I guess we gotta cut that. Maybe can we have gone to a commercial break right there? And we're back.
Oh, fuck it, man. I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine.
We gotta Neil, we love you. We'd
I
love to have
actually,
you on.
it actually was, he was off, but the premise is there. Like, yes, he says, hey, this is
I
what
say
I
it
do.
worse.
It's a no
Hey,
commercial break.
pussies, right?
Well, it's
What's
good-
up, you
good
gay
evening,
losers?
pussies.
Yeah, something like that.
That's it. Close enough. Now I just
Have you
gave
guys
it
seen
away.
the stand-up scene in Sex and the City that took place here?
Oh my goodness.
No, I did
Torio
not.
just showed it to us.
Have you seen it?
No, where can I watch it? I guess Max.
I can replay it all for you right now if you want.
Yeah, you could do the
This
whole.
is the whole
bit.
scene.
Can we put it on here on the screen?
We should. It's that.
The
good.
whole scene is she goes.
She's in the main room, comedy store
She's in the
background.
comedy store main room.
Really?
And what's
I
her
thought they
what's
used
her
this one,
status as
the
the
OR.
comedian? Like, is
None
she
of
doing
us
an
know.
open mic?
We
or-
don't
okay,
know.
okay. She's
No,
doing a
it's like-
comedy show.
She's a comedian.
She's a working comedian
Legit.
Yeah.
on the main room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she goes, Uber's getting or no, people in LA are so lazy. I took an Uber from my closet to the bathroom,
Okay.
and it was way too expensive. And well, that's my time.
That's my time.
Standing O.
And she gets
Full
off
applause.
stage. Some guy who plays the host, I don't think is a comedian either.
No,
An actor playing a host. And he goes, she's in town doing showbiz stuff, dropped in and do a set here at the comedy
Oh,
store.
that's so nice of her.
And hey, hopefully she has a job for us. Got any openings for a white guy?
Oh no! Stop it! Stop it!
And that was the end of it.
yeah,
Didn't hate the joke.
I know.
Uber from your bathroom to your closet? Come on, that's hilarious.
too expensive.
It's
but
very
then
It's still way too expensive.
Lenny, Maya, and Vinny were in it.
Yeah, and the cameo in the lobby, they made it sort of like the gift shop. I
Yeah,
guess
like
it
they were
kind of
selling
is.
merch and they were doing like coat check
Yeah.
for you know Hollywood coat check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Hormones being like, "Are these your leather shoes?"
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Did they use Did they use the name Comedy Store?
Yeah, everywhere.
And it was in the main room. I thought they did it in the OR.
It's in the main room, dude.
With the thing was lit up in the back.
It's Sex
Wow.
in the City.
Yeah,
They're
bro.
not doing the OR.
Yeah, man, they're doing
The
main
belly.
room.
I thought I remember seeing a production set in the OR. Maybe they rehearsed there and then went to the main room. I don't know.
Could have been Video Village. You know
Yeah.
what that is?
Please tell us. Well, I have no clue. I'm
For
not
those
in
of us
Hollywood.
in the biz.
You're thinking of Valley Village.
Valley Village
Yeah.
Shopping
That's
Center.
right next.
Yeah. You think? Yeah.
Chipotle we go to.
Yeah. So okay, you know Westfield as a company.
Yeah.
They had speaking of work, which is what we're supposed to be doing, I guess, or Luke's gonna call in and be mad. Neil Brennan, I did park his car and he said, "I'm proud of you," and he was being sarcastic, but it felt just as good.
I've noticed that like if you choose not to acknowledge sarcasm, your mental health gets a lot better.
Yeah.
When you get a lot of authentic great sets.
Yeah.
Or way to take some risks up there. Good
Yeah.
try.
Look
You're
at
like,
you
yeah.
showing up still.
Yeah.
Look at you having the nerve to come back here after your set the other night.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man.
Proud of you, big guy.
Thanks. They're all glad I'm not giving up.
I was training Miranda in the lot, new door guy as well, and I was trying to like be super encouraging to her.
I love that you're training people.
It makes no sense. Nothing makes sense.
You're moving too fast.
I was training Miranda, and I'm like, I'm trying to be extra encouraging to her. She's a little nervous, so I'm like, "Hey, great job, you did it." And Rick Ingram walks by, and he looks at her, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Just so you know, I did this job for 5 years, and I'm retarded." He just kept walking by.
Yeah, I love the concept of Ramsey getting too good at all this. I'm like, Ramsey, I forgot to clock out the other day. Can you like fix my hours right now?
I'm doing it from home. I figured out how to like log in here. Yeah.
I see Ramsey in the lodge just looking up maternity leave. Like, all right, so you can go, I think, for a little bit. It says here, we can't stop you.
I'm bringing up employment contract details.
Like, the lot is not as fun of a hang with Ramsey back there. He's just talking about, like, the letter of the law.
I'm wearing a hard hat. It's like, really, if you look at Article 5, we all should be wearing hard hats in the lot.
Yeah.
I hate Article 5.
Article 5 is rough, dude.
Oh, man.
It's rough, but we have to contend with it, fellas.
You're
Let's
right,
stop.
Ramsey. When you're right, you're right. I feel like I stepped into captainly roles today. Just trying to get these shifts filled tonight. I'm like, why am I? I'm just like, I feel like I'm going through
I'm
the
telling you,
books.
man, I told you never learn where the broom is.
Yeah, this is Torio's main advice.
Yeah.
The more you know, the more people ask you to do the thing that only you know how to do.
Great
Never learn
point.
where the broom is. That's
Not
funny.
knowing is the key to
That's
happiness.
the trick to working here, man, because you want to do comedy, right? Mm-hmm. But you learn when the broom is.
Now
So
somebody
you're
else
not
is
the
doing
comedy guy anymore.
I love this, dude. 12 Rules to Life by Torio.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Updated by Torio.
Yeah. One day I actually
I
did
remember Richie told me to sweep something up, and I was like, "How?"
Yeah, and you just walk away.
You
I don't
had
know
to-
where the broom
you had
is.
to show
See
me-
ya.
So he showed me where the broom is, and I'm like, now I'm a sweep guy.
Torio does a
Now I'm
cute
a
thing where he
sweep guy.
pretends to be really bad at sweeping and then like looks around and hoping someone will go, "Give me that, dude." And I walked down the hallway and I saw him not only being broom guy, but like doing his act out of being bad at sweeping and then looking around and like no one's even watching. Like, I don't care if it takes 4 hours, dude. You can sweep up that broken glass. And he looks up at me and he's like, I'm broom guy now. God damn it. He just starts sweeping like a normal person.
But I was able to. It took a few months, but I have forgotten where the broom is.
That's good work,
Yeah,
man.
thanks, dog. I appreciate
Dedication
that.
to
Yeah.
unlearning.
Yeah.
He just goes home, starts hitting himself in the head with a hammer a little bit.
Something that will be solidified in my head forever as a memory is when during Joyride, when we were being loud because we were watching three-year-old.
This was amazing.
We were watching 3-year-old UFC
you talk about
fights.
this?
I did a little bit.
Did you?
But
Okay.
Renee hasn't heard this.
No,
I
no.
bet.
We were watching 3-year-old UFC fights in the back
In sacred ground.
on sacred grounds, and
Gambling on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
we're degenerates.
we were just
better.
cheering and drinking espresso. Everyone's drinking a little espresso and
Like an
cheering.
old Italian bocce ball court. back
Vinny's
there.
smoking a joint. This is the best part of the story.
So then the woman who's running the Joyride event comes out, which Torio speculates because we were being too loud, and she just goes, "Do you think any of you guys could quickly vacuum up, all the rooms and pick up the trash?"
Morgan says
All the
no.
rooms?
Yeah, so all of us is like,
She said, wait, she asked for all the rooms?
Yes,
The
and-
club is huge.
well, Torio brings up the good point is that we were just being loud, and she just wanted
Morgan
to
was being
disperse
very
us.
loud.
She wanted
Morgan
to
is a
disperse
loud
us.
man.
Yeah.
So we all looked at her, and Morgan says no. And then my favorite part is Vinny then rips a joint and goes, "I got a question for you."
What? It was so
It was
good.
so good.
He like thinks he's in real conversation.
Yeah, it's like in that moment too, I could just see her face being like, "What?
How are you guys employed?
What did we buy tonight?
Yeah.
What did we pay for?"
Wait, so what was the question?
He was asking about some drink
They
or
had
something.
special cocktails, and she was just like, the best part was she was like, "That's a very good question. I'll have to find out." And she takes her phone out and leaves. We were like,
I think he said something like,
Frangelico.
yeah, he's like, we can't do the Frangelico. Frangelico's the liqueur. He's
Yeah.
like, we don't have Frangelico. We can't make that. And we're
she
going to need
goes-
lavender twigs if you want that other drink to happen.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay.
And actually, between those two, he was exhaling smoke, which made it extra funny.
I love
And
that.
he looks and he goes, no, that's how you fucking do it. Puts it out, walks back in. That is funny, yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
You really do love this job sometimes.
Yeah.
Those moments.
We worked
'Cause
at
they're-
such a speed as door guys that once that person had a clipboard and was like, all right, so if I could have the greeting team, we're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Reading team.
And they're like, "Who's on Team Shelter?" Everybody
Yeah.
on Team Shelter. We're
Yeah.
like, what
You
are you
said Team
talking about?
Shelter.
what was Team Shelter?
What is Shelter? It's like, I think it's got to be near Video Village, from my understanding.
It has to be underneath Video Village. I
Video
would
Village
assume.
and then Shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just so like, all right, guys, we're up and we're here, and
Yes,
everyone,
yes.
come on, present.
We're doing
and
it all hands. We're doing it all hands.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Let's pray.
We just walk in with just a waft of weed smoke.
Yeah. Torio's pocket is just playing an old UFC fight. Max volume.
Well, they would just be like, all right, and then in 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it'd be like, then tell us in 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear any
He's
of
like,
this.
now that we've met, we know the thing. We're gonna meet 5:30 for one more rehearsal, and then we'll have another hour or so before we start going. And we're like, all right, just what's the next thing we have to do? You can't give us a whole fucking list of things. What is the next thing? And then he's like, 5:30. We're like, all right, I will see you somewhere at 5:30.
at 5:40. Just so you know.
Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, it was. I mean, and they were going off like they didn't know what they were doing either. That's like what I mean?
It's like there's so much micromanaging at that point.
Yeah.
Nobody
They
wants
were-
to upset.
They were like, we want 6 greeters here to take people to their. We were greeters.
Yeah.
Take people to their seats that they don't sit in, and then tell them to encourage them to walk around and not be in their seat.
Yeah.
and then somehow fill that seat with someone
Seating
else.
like
Chaos.
seating events like that are the worst because like you're just trying to do your job and no one sits where you tell them. It's like, why am I even here?
Yeah.
One guy was just like, I'm a filmmaker. And I'm like,
Yeah.
did you make this film?
Yeah.
He
yeah.
never answered. I was like, I think he might have. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm a filmmaker. I think I should get a seat. Like, I know just the seat.
Okay, man, any seat you want.
Special filmmaker seat.
I would never walk in. I've never been proud enough of a job I've had
0.
to ever say, even comedian. I'm not like, I'm a comedian.
I'm gonna take it one step further, Zach. I've never been proud of anything.
Yeah.
Ever.
And you never talk about anything.
Just 0.
Yeah.
So
You're there
a
to
job
catch.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. I go, well, I am a greeter.
At one point,
It appears we've matched wits.
do you remember when they dispersed us at one point because they said we were intimidating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. They told 6 of us to stand there greeting, but it was kind of like funneling, and we're all in our Comedy Store uniform, which looks like a gang that's about to jump you.
Yeah, we look like we should be snapping.
So we're just like, so people are like facing that room, and we're like, come on in.
yeah, we
Hey, come on in. Hey, I'm gonna show you a seat, girl.
do look like jewel thieves.
Honestly, I'm like, let me take you to your seat. I just had full ski mask. Why does that guy have a stocking on his face?
Yeah. We'll hold your purse and wallets.
A little Comedy Store logo on the side.
One guy told me not to look him in the eyes.
It's like, stop looking at me, please. Oh yeah, my bad. My eyes wandered a little bit.
Yeah, it really was. It was rough.
I have an extra large hoodie. That's doing no one anything.
Yeah.
It's just like this bag. I'm like, yo, I'll take her. We should have just done that though. I'll take her.
got
Her
that
seat.
one.
Hey, dog, you say whatever you want. Her boyfriend.
Yeah, we're just inmates. Like, oh, oh, oh.
It'd be so fun to just walk someone just through the maze of the main room, just out the side exit door.
And I go, you have one
out.
choice. Forget all this. Leave this all behind. Yeah, it's a trippy time to be working. Like, we have such a good system in place. We know, like you said, we know as much as we know, and that's enough, and everyone's happy. But once that guy handed us a sheet of all the seats and table numbers, he goes, I'm sure you guys know this already. I'm like, what room is this? Is this here?
The way they numbered the tables, it was like it wasn't in numerical order.
Yeah, it was all
and
over
then
the
you know
place.
how like some rows would start. If you work in restaurants, like rows will be like 51, 52, 53, 54, 61. But they would do like one row would start at 51 and then the other row would start at 62.
Yeah.
And
then
the other row would start at 70.
Yeah. And then
And you're like,
311.
So so none of this matters. I threw it away. I was like, you're just going
This is
to
a
where
bad-
you're going.
Truly.
Look, there's an empty seat. Sit in it.
I'm just
Yeah.
seeing regular people
Yeah.
with Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I was putting people at Seth Rogen's table because he never showed up.
Yeah.
Which
he was supposed to?
I could have called that.
Yeah.
He had a seat, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he knows Torio and him chat a little
Sath
bit.
and I are boys, yeah. Sath and I.
Sath. That's if you're
Sath.
close enough.
You're close
Change
enough
the
to-
vowel.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Sath Rogen.
It's to you.
The funniest thing about that is so you didn't come to the event, but we posted a video of us watching UFC in Sacred Ground, and he watched that on Instagram. Like you can see who looks at your stories.
And he's like, this is fun.
In my head, I was like, so he saw everything he would needed to see.
Yeah,
I get
basically.
it.
There was nothing better there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had the celebrities, the core four as they called it.
Yeah. The core four. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
We have the core
Celebrities.
four.
Oh, like the four stars of the film.
Stars of the film. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've never heard of them. Were they famous?
Yeah, I believe they're very famous.
They're very
Oh,
famous.
okay.
One of them, I recognize, Sherry Cola.
Yeah.
She's famous.
No, you're thinking of cherry cola. You've heard of cherry cola.
Oh, yeah,
before.
yeah.
Sherry cola.
Cherry Cole's a soda.
I
It's
met,
I was like,
It's
I bet
delicious.
the drink?
Diet. They said just call me Diet.
No, I feel like I've heard of all of them.
Yeah.
That's me. That's Ramsey Hollywood talk.
I know. Ramsey's,
all of them.
Ramsey's always got to weigh in. Yeah, I've heard of all of them.
Dude,
They're
don't you read
actually some
Deadline?
of it. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember
you're
that from
mine.
the Variety article about this.
I guess
movie
I just
getting
don't. I'm more of the Diet Mug root beer guy. So
Yeah,
I just don't,
yeah.
I'm just not familiar.
Diet mug.
Yeah.
I'm just not familiar.
Do you have
with
any
that.
diet mug? That'd be the funniest question to a server.
I do love though that the core four. It was like, all right, we got to get them here, and then because like all of them are going to leave in 15 minutes.
None of them left.
None of them left.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were
no.
there taking photos till the end.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to go.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're the core. I'm like, I don't care if you're the Fantastic Four.
Core four.
I don't care if you stretch around the outside and your fire-breathing friend and you look like the Rock one. I don't care.
Why don't you make like Invisible Woman and get the fuck out of here?
They had a weird moment where, and this is all I'm sure just lost in communication, but they were like, because they communicate with their teams, who communicate with this team, who communicate with the head and try to accommodate, but they somehow someone wanted to not be dropped off in front. They're like, oh, there's a parking lot, maybe we can go in through the back, but the parking lot is tiny, and they were coming in
those
escalates, each in their own. So they wanted to be dropped. They're like, we're dropping them off somewhere else, not here.
Yeah.
The lot. And they're like, okay, why don't we drop them at the base and then a car can pick them up and drive them into the lot? And I'm like,
That's the thing. It's so dumb, but like, I got the feeling that everyone making decisions was working out of pure fear.
yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
seems so afraid of the
Yeah.
person above them.
Yes.
Except for us, who couldn't have been further on the bottom.
To let logic come. Like, I'm sure when the actors got dropped off, they were like, why did you just let us go in the fucking...
It's pure.
Just say no.
It's pure fear, and every department had a $95,000 budget. Like it seemed like no matter what step they wanted to make,
Yes.
it had to be a $10,000 move.
Yes. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Except for us.
Minimum wage.
Yeah.
That's the thing people don't realize is that like on a normal night we get tips and we make a good living wage at least.
Yeah.
Whereas with these events, it's miserable.
You got chicken
No-
sandwiches.
I got
If you
chicken
can
sandwiches.
Flip those chicken sandwiches. Now you've got yourself a business.
Richie sent me home with a bottle of booze.
We did get a bottle of booze.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love-
and it was so funny. We all took one, and then Rickens just took like 5.
Literally, Riggins had like.
And he doesn't even drink. He was flipping those for sure.
Riggins
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, because he was like, take one of, and he gave us like the 5 options, and Riggins just took one of each. I was like, you're the fucking man.
Yeah, Reagan's does. For a guy that's so like bright, very low profile.
Yeah.
Bright fingernails, bright hair.
Yeah.
Pearl necklace.
Yeah.
And then he's just doing something that you're like,
Yeah.
You don't see the 5 alcohol because you're distracted by all the rings.
Yeah.
it's so many parts.
The peacock feather ears.
Yeah. Meanwhile, tucked under his arm is your firstborn, and he's just like, nothing is here. It's just an illusion.
You're like, is he has amethyst contacts?
I mean, Riggins could just dissolve into pure energy, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Truly.
Be like,
On
okay.
stage.
Yeah.
He does have like a was he ever really here
Yes.
type of vibe. You know, like you ever see clips or like when he's performing in like the in Potluck, he always like has
He'll bring something on stage.
he needs like a tangible
Sometimes it's a
stimulation.
football,
It'll be a football
or a slinky,
or a bag of Cheetos.
bag
that
of
he's like
Cheetos.
slinking. Yeah.
He'll just have a fidget spinner. And he never addresses
He's
it.
on a lime scooter.
Doesn't address
just
it.
slapping.
Yeah.
Back and forth on stage.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, he's just flying a drone around the room. Yeah, so fucking being a dad's kind of tricky.
He's sitting on one of those food delivery bots. It's just blinking.
It's like almost it would if he acknowledged it once, it'd be prop comedy. But the fact that he never brings attention to it, you can't really.
It's too funny.
You can't call him out.
It's too funny.
It's warm in here. I'm sweating now that I laughed.
I know, it's very hot.
Whew.
You can do something about it, Zach. This is your pod
Yeah,
now.
man.
I can do whatever we want.
You can make me cool again.
I can make you
Put an
cool
ice,
as hell.
ice bath in the corner. One of us just go. We'll
But
take
also,
turns. Yeah,
the heat
cold
is
plunge.
good too. Like I watch a lot of police interrogations, and this is part of the strategy that they do.
Yeah.
They turn up the
They get
heat.
it
Hey,
hot.
you want me to get you a McChicken?
I'll take a McChicken. I also murdered a man.
That's how easy it is, man.
Wait. Do I still get the McChicken?
Of course you do.
All right, cool. Dog. All right, so yeah, I can show you where the body is.
We're talking about just the same one. It's not for an extra McChicken you show me.
Oh, then good luck finding the body. McFlurry?
Yeah, so speaking of food, we used to do food here, and now we're bringing it back.
Pretzels.
Ciro's Pizza. They're painting on the walls.
I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of food coming back
Why?
because someone hammering pizza.
They save hammering time for during the Doorcast.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the most expendable hour.
What is happening?
Work through it, Rene. Be a professional.
Well,
Use
before pizza might be okay, but before it was like chicken tenders, chicken wings, and like all these sauces and cleaning up in between. You know, when we do two shows, cleaning up the trash and the tables, there would just be like wings on the floor, sauces like flipped over on the table. You're like,
Yeah.
it takes
No.
so long to clean it, and the trash is like
Even
crazy
with like the
full.
pretzels,
Yeah.
there's just salt everywhere.
Really?
People are monsters. They just it's like they grab their food and they're just like. Just flip it over and like throw it on the ground. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
people
attract
are
the
rough.
smartest audience. Someone's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
wouldn't
I want
care.
to color with
I-
mine.
sometimes-
Good job.
Exactly.
2 drink minimum though, okay?
The
You
sauce
got to
is
get
always
whatever that is
flipped over.
fucked up.
You have to get like rags and you have to
Get
get in
into
the trash, and you're just like, you have to take. Sometimes you have to. We would have to take out the trash like halfway through the show just because they'd already be full. Like it's just, and then. Yeah, but hopefully with pizza, there's not like a ton of sauces everywhere, and
Actually, pizza there's a thing called pizza sauce.
You got to be kidding me.
It goes over the whole pizza.
Renee, I'm so sorry.
And then
man,
guess what
I'm
they
so-
dip it in?
what do you gotta clean too? You're not gonna clean. You're like, no, I don't.
I actually
No.
found out recently you can just do that.
yeah, you could just not
I
do...
was just like, I don't do the katana thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I found out about this.
You
Yeah,
heard about that?
yeah.
Like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So Taylor did it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, don't find out where the broom is.
Don't
Don't
Yeah.
refuse to do the katana thing.
Draw a random boundary and stick to it.
Have you seen
These are the
Torio
tailors.
when it's his turn to do the marquee? He goes, "What is that?" And you're like, "It's just up here. Climb the ladder." He goes, "I don't even. Is it a ladder? How do you do it? How do you use it?
I will say this.
How do you use the ladder?
Yeah, what is ladder?
Show me how you get up there. Oh. And then how would you hold the letters?
Yeah, just run me all the way through it.
Okay, I'm getting it. Do the other side though, just to see if I remembered all the steps.
The number of times somebody has gotten me to do something because they told me it was part of, like I've done marquee.
Yeah.
It is backdoor. That is.
Is that true?
That is true.
Because I feel like you could tell me. Oh, dude, you do pretzels as well, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm doing pretzels. Guess I make pretzels now.
I would love to be pretzel guy.
Pretzel guy's not that good.
We should have taken
Like, I'll
advantage of Ramsey's fucking eagerness.
really
I'd be
got
like,
me.
dude, what are you doing here? You got to be flipping pretzels.
Well, if hopefully hopefully when
How are you here and the soundboard at the same time? Everybody knows Lot does sound too.
hopefully when they bring the food, they hire food runners. But still, there's going to be many a nights where the food runner doesn't show up, which happened for some reason when we had food.
Yeah, because who wants that job?
And then Richie runs into the main room and goes, "I need a door guy to run food now." And then someone has to go run food.
I don't mind running food.
I say
You say that now.
Because you get to
I don't
eat.
mind. Yeah, you get to eat some pizza.
You get to eat it on the way. I ordered a full pizza, not half a pizza.
Well, you got a half. You want me to take it back? Because you're not getting full. That full has left.
1/2 pretzel. Is this cut with teeth?
I don't know, man.
No, our knives got a weird pattern on them.
It's like one of those squiggly
It's
scissors.
wacky. We're a comedy store. We got wacky knives. Teeth chattery knives.
But yeah, it's kind of hard because you're like, okay, what table's 323? You're like, what? I don't know what that means.
Yeah. And then you got to learn more. And I don't like any of this. I'm not liking any of
Well,
this.
it's just then to make room for that, I got to get rid of a joke.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like at the end of the day, what?
You got to stay dumb. Some of us are good at it.
Yeah.
Guam said, anyone seen the toggle for the music upstairs? Not the dongle, the toggle. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking mastermind. He's never going to have to work that soundboard again.
He types toggle and he's like, wait a second, erases it. Toggle.
Yeah.
They won't see this coming.
Yeah, he's like, dongle? Nah, that ain't right. That's sexual in some
In his
some
defense,
regard.
it doesn't make any sense. A
It does.
dongle is a
dongle
word.
is a ridiculous
I
word.
could see me calling it toggle.
Yeah.
If you said toggle, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dongle is
Some kind of ogle.
Yeah.
absurd.
Dongle. I could see someone saying no for religious differences.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
not.
You read my mind.
Yeah. That's my
absolutely.
right to not believe in that word.
I was going to say, speaking of food and pizza, I got a story.
Okay.
Last week, okay.
It's about
You
pizza,
hear that,
right?
Luke? You can relax.
Well, I was going to say this food came just in time because as related to your story, I've been seeing a lot of this lately.
I just remembered. So, what day was it? The other day, Friday, Saturday. I'm working the OR, and middle of the show, this guy just confidently walks in with a pizza, a full pizza, like a box. Just like walking back to his seat, like, oh, my food's here. Now I'm gonna go
Like
go
he
sit back
walked
down and
out?
eat it. Yeah, like he walked out like to pick it up, and like walked back in, and I'm just looking at him. I tap Alex Young on the shoulder. I go, look at this guy. I'm just like, I didn't even like go like, hey, you can't do. I was just like staring at him, like the confidence on this guy.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he walks to his seat, and like just seconds later, security walks in right after. I'm like, okay, they saw him. Okay, they're gonna get him.
I was about to say, he broke through our impenetrable force
to be
of
honest,
security.
that guy, I believe I saw him in the kitchen earlier that night.
Yeah, I
eating
heard that
his
later.
pizza.
Yeah.
So, and that's the problem with working.
He's like, how do
here.
you reheat? I don't know. Who are you?
That's the problem.
If you have confidence, you can get away with a lot here.
Yeah.
So security gets him out, and I'm like, okay, good. Like 3 minutes later, he walks back in with like a stack of like 3 slices, just confidently walking back to his seat, and I'm just like, it's not the box.
Yeah.
It wasn't the box. Like, oh, I got to get rid of the box, and I can just stack up my slices and eat them at my.
Security purposes.
And
we
then
have to be
sure
able to
enough, a
see
few
your
seconds
pizza.
after he comes in, security's right behind him again. I'm like, okay, good. Yeah, like, what was that?
He's like, one slice then? I don't know what. I'm trying to compromise.
If you're
How much is too much?
And Ryan was actually sitting in the bucket seats when he did that, and he just looks at the server and he goes, get his check, close him out.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah.
Ryan's always got the mobster fuck.
Yeah, he's got the best.
Like Mickey Cohen's ghost has like
Yeah.
jumped into Ryan in this building.
it's over.
Yeah.
it's
2 tries.
Yeah.
If you want to get away with anything at the Comedy Store, be in your 40s and dress like you're 20, and I will let you do anything.
And then his date comes up to me because he was on a date. His date comes up to me. She's like, my date like got kicked out. Do I have to pay? And we were like, oh no, we closed him out. You're good. But like, she didn't even know if he had like paid or not.
Is that real? If you get kicked out, you don't have to pay?
No, he
did
paid.
pay.
No,
he did
they
pay.
closed
Okay,
him
okay,
out.
gotcha.
But she was just making sure like he didn't just like get kicked out and she had to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Dude, so people got kicked out last night, and I didn't see it like happen. I was in the lobby, and then they come out they're in the like just outside the lobby on the other side of the curtain, and so I walk through the curtain. I'm like, hey, how can I help you? And they're like, I guess we're getting kicked out. And their attitude about it was the funniest thing. Where I was like, okay, so why don't you come out to the lobby? They're like, okay, and they come out to the lobby, and they're just like, It was like that. It was like they had lost a game of like checkers. They were like, just kind of just a tough break.
Yeah.
They
Do
seem
another game, or
Were you there for that?
No, I know. But
I think I was
from that
there. I
story,
think
they
were
seem
just
so
like,
cool.
They
Yeah,
were just
back
like,
in.
they were just like, yeah, I guess. Someone like the girl was like, what would you guys do? And it was just like, we were just heckling too much, and
that one's on us?
yeah, it's so cool.
That's never happened.
It
Yeah.
was the weirdest energy. They were just like, yeah, and I think we just pushed, and I thought I could, just a little too hard.
Just so thoughtful
Yeah.
about it.
Great
I know. Look. You don't learn without moments like this. I think we learned a lot tonight.
We'll be back Tuesday, and
Yeah.
hopefully
Tuesday, and,
we'll see if we
get
can
this
apply some of
right.
this new.
We're gonna get kicked out, but I think we'll make it later.
Yeah.
We'll make it later. in the
Right.
day.
money's worth.
We get to 10 p.m. and then maybe we'll throw out one thing.
I'm picturing them in front of 9 microphones right now, doing like a press
Yes.
conference.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, well, we thought maybe if we were a little bit funnier, maybe they could have made more of it, and it would have been part of the show.
Yeah.
But I think in retrospect, looking back, it was just disruptive.
Yeah.
It was
just
only disruptive.
Yeah. You're like, I want to kind of let you back in. I feel like you're not going to
Because I was coming at such a late part of it where I was
Yeah.
like, follow me, guys. We'll sit on the other side.
I'm going to get it right this time.
You have to do the 2 drinks again. It's gonna be a different server.
Totally.
Here, put these mustaches on.
That is so fucking good, man. Yeah, I dealt with, there was a guy who shouted once. It was like someone was doing a bit about Bud Light can or something. And someone like, Coors Light, after that. And then he was kind of like, fucking just shouting beers. And like everyone was dying. And I was like, hey, don't do that again. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then like 3 hours go by. It's like the end of the night. He's like one of the last few audience members, and someone's up there and he shouts something in, and the comedian like riffs on it and kills. And I'm like, so I'm throwing you guys out, okay? If you, and he's like, oh, we're so sorry. And I'm just like, it's almost over. And then at the end of the night, they were like, thank you so much. Everything was so great. And then I'm like, you made it better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where you're like, I know you think you're making the show better, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking did it. You fucking did it. You didn't yell too much. It was just the right time. Right when a bit was struggling a little bit.
I hate to admit it, but that Coors line was awesome.
Coors Light, you knew exactly where to shift
That
the
was
topic
so
to.
great.
It's like you took a played out Bud Light joke and you made it better. You made it better.
That's my least favorite of all the heckles, by the way, though, is the guy who just says something tangentially related, but no complete thought, no, point of view.
I think they might have even asked, like, what are we supposed to drink now?
Oh, okay.
And
So it
the
was
guy
actually-
just like didn't get the joke.
Yeah.
And he tried his best.
So that's a little on you.
Yeah, it's on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's completely on me.
We should kick the comedian off stage in that moment.
Absolutely. I go, hey, you knock it off.
Hey.
You up there. Mr. Metzger. I will have to ask you to leave.
One more try. You're going to this.
Yeah. Glick's just like in the corner. Mr. Glick, fascinating guy. I feel like he's been here a long time. We should have him on the Doorcast.
He has joined in asking Don to show his cock.
Oh, has he?
And
He does it
way
right
too
away.
early.
As soon as he
Show
gets
your
on
cock.
stage.
And then he did it the other night, like right away. Or Don's like, for the next 3.5 hours, we're going on a journey. And Glick stands up and he's like, I'm like, what is Glick doing? Why is he standing up? And then Don's like, what do you like? And then he's like, show us your cock. And I'm like, what the? Like,
Glick.
the crowd's like, what is happening right now? Like, this is way too early.
Glick's
Like,
just like, I'm showing you mine right now. Show me yours. I'm like, this isn't quite what the bit is.
Dave Waite did it the other night
Yeah,
too
way
in the
too early.
main because he
Yeah.
was so excited to use the megaphone right away.
you can't do it right away.
People are like, is there an emergency?
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about Glick, and a lot of guys will know what's up, is when you go to start his car, he's listening to exactly what you think he'd be listening
Yeah.
to. He's just listening to
Picture
just
whatever it is, and it's that.
It's perfect. It's just like K jazz,
Yeah.
whatever. And you're like, damn, dude, you're really about this life.
Yeah. Yeah. surprising how many people listen to Howard Stern when they park.
Oh,
Everybody's
listening to Howard Stern.
Everyone's listening to Howard Stern. Yeah.
I know Don does. I didn't know.
Don, a bunch of people.
I didn't know a lot of other.
Yeah, I don't want to out everybody else, but Don, yeah.
Don.
See, mine's hooked up to my phone, so you wouldn't be able.
A lot of people's are hooked up to their phone. They walk away. It starts cutting in and out.
I go AirPods just the whole way through while I'm driving. Nothing. My radio is never on.
Really?
Really? That's not even legal.
That is actually illegal.
Do you think
You
I
can
care?
have one AirPod.
Both AirPods. You
can't have
Sometimes a cop will come and I will like do this thing where I squeeze one out with
He
my
knows
shoulder.
what you're doing.
You just go, I got it. I'm taking a call. Just one AirPod.
I got that.
Perfect prop comedy, dude. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
This episode is flying by.
Yeah, man.
Is it over?
No, not yet.
Thank God.
Not yet.
Oh.
We've still got more stuff I want to talk about. Speaking of showing cock and balls on stage.
Okay.
Have you seen any lately?
Yes, I did.
Damn.
Did you hear about this?
I think I was there with you that night.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I had
Yeah.
to be.
You don't have to name names. Although since I've been working here, a lot of names have been getting secretly.
So yeah, it was during Don's set. A different comedian went up, and he tucked the dick and balls into his.
Well, there was a lot of begging too, right? So there was a lot of like, just show us your dick, and he was like, "No, I won't do it. We live in a weird time." By the way, it's pretty normal time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like weird that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't.
We're in a weird
no,
time.
I can't. And then after like, the 40 minutes goes by because it's during his set and he sticks around during Don's set. He agrees we have a great sort of OR compromise, which is he's going to tuck. So he comes out kind of lamb of, what is it? I'm sorry.
Silence of the
Lamb
Lambs.
style.
Lamb of God.
Lamb of God.
Silence of the Lamb of God.
Yeshua ben Yusuf.
You know, Jesus. If you remove the loincloth, Jesus actually touched his back.
So he comes out with it tucked in, and then he turns around, and we just see full asshole and balls. That was the part that I
Yeah.
You see full asshole.
He bent down.
full asshole and balls.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
He does
lot.
And dick.
He
Yeah.
does it on purpose. Yeah, he used to do it all the time.
Well, it was definitely on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't forget. He didn't just like, oh, it's been back
he
there.
pretends to like not be able to find where to go through the curtain, so you're just looking at the back of his
Oh,
ass
that's
and balls.
wild.
And
Yeah.
Did it kill?
That's a good question.
bum
I
me out
think
if it's got nothing.
I can't speak for Ramsey, but I was pretty shocked.
I was
Yeah.
shocked.
And
Yeah.
I don't remember people reacting, but I think there was definitely a reaction.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was laughs.
Right.
It was more horrific gasps.
It was like 9/11. Like you remember where you were, but you don't necessarily remember what was happening
you have
around
some
you.
very serious tunnel vision right up that asshole.
Yeah. I was immediately taken back to 7th grade.
But it's also like you're at the end of like a 7-8 hour shift.
Yeah.
And you're just wanted to end to go home, and then it's like now I'm just looking at dick and balls.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what is my life?
Yeah.
I know. You're like,
And
this
then
is
you're like,
my dream.
And then
I'm
you're
working
like,
towards.
it is work.
Yeah.
Better than most people's work.
I'm getting paid to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could look away, but I
can.
didn't.
I'd
Why
still
didn't
get
I?
paid.
Then you start asking questions about yourself.
Yeah.
I actually moved seats because I was sitting on the side, and then when
To
he
get
was
a closer
starting
look.
it, I was like,
Moved up.
and I was like, listen, if he's gonna do what I think he's about to do, I need to see it. So I moved
Wow.
over to the buckets.
front row.
Dead center.
Yeah. Yeah. Splash zone.
I came into the room for that as well. As much as I didn't, it pulled me in.
I was
didn't want to.
fascinated. I was so curious.
And this is why I'm actually glad I wanted you to talk about this story so that people come later and see that it's a different vibe at the end of the night.
Danes after midnight get weird.
You're
Yeah.
you're stripping. We're watching strippers.
Which is allowed?
No.
Okay.
Can't
But, you know.
be. Now that we're serving food, cannot be.
I think it might be.
Oh,
Because
dude.
it's
I think
it's a performance.
Yeah,
When
I would
it's a
say like an
performance-
artistic expression or something
It's
like
like
that.
it's like why you can smoke cigarettes on stage.
Or do a whip it.
Or do a whip it. Jesus
I just
Christ.
heard about this guy.
Oh, yeah. That happened.
Wait, who I
wait,
haven't
I didn't hear this. Wait,
I haven't
what?
seen him in a while. It's who you would think that comes on Mondays, does a lot of drugs,
He hasn't been
sells
here
a
in a
lot of
while.
drugs. Haven't seen
Yeah.
him in a while.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did a whip it on stage. I guess it's part of the performance.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like it needed to be. I guess if you wanted to hear the joke in a weirder voice.
Just does two like one-liners, and he's like, does it? And you're like, wait, what? You're
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's his third joke.
If he
You're
had like
huh?
a great sorry guys, I've got asthma joke right
Yeah.
there, I would live with that. But
Yeah.
the fact that he does no joke.
No,
related
it was just
to
like,
it,
Out of nowhere.
hardly know him. I hardly know him. I don't.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He's just like, a Jew, a priest, and a barber walk into a bar. Okay.
I'm kind of in now.
Yeah.
And
He just forgets.
Makes it up.
he like screams at the light.
His brain's
like
just
took way too much.
Oh shit. That's
Yeah.
funny.
It does get weird at night. There was kind of a weird Don Glick dynamic that I noticed where, because I don't think Glick would just
Glick
kind of
leaves.
get up and leave.
Yeah.
But then I think he got shit from some people. Don would be
They're
like,
allowed to leave.
Don would be like, you can't even fucking stay through my fucking.
But that's
Can't even. Well, I know, but it's also like, I think this is a bit.
Yeah.
But Glick's kind of like, and so I think now in protest, Glick's just like, show your penis. I'm staying. You're showing your dick.
The Don stuff is hard because I don't usually work the OR. And while I was there for the first time, he was like, I need 12 sanitary wet naps. And I thought it was a bit, so I was like ignoring it. And then at some point, he just started getting pissed off at me because I didn't get him the wet naps so that he can wipe down the microphone.
yeah, he's got a temper for sure.
There are a lot of people here who live, and I don't think they can ever escape that world of, are you kidding or are you
Yeah,
not?
I can't. He's very, yeah.
That they might be cussing me out, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like an audience member that I don't know he's looking at me. He's like, you fucking idiot, get me a water now or I'll have your life over.
Yeah, idiot, get him a water.
I get it. I think I get it. This is part of it, right?
That's truly what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Wet naps.
Yeah, this place is too wacky to ever be fully receiving a serious talking to.
Truly. And from Don of all people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Totally. Where he's just like, you shut the fuck up. Get out of here. And I'm like, yeah. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah, man. We have, I heard someone said Brody used to do in the lot as a joke. He would pull out a $1 bill to tip the driver and he'd go, can you make change?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he would always do something where he, like,
Do you have change?
he would give me a $5 bill and be like, "Can I get back $4.50?"
That's so funny.
Well, would you do it or would he actually?
Oh, he was just he'd be like, like.
Because I could
Just
see
a
some
joke.
people here just writing that joke out. Like, no, where's my 50 cents?
Yeah.
Where is it?
All right, you owe me, but I want 1% on the VIG.
Yeah. Yes. There's some funny. People are interesting with tipping. And I think
yeah, it's a
people don't
bummer.
know.
It's a real bummer.
I don't think people realize.
It's a bummer when someone you like or respect is a bad tipper.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's tough.
You learned that hard and fast in the
I
lot.
know.
I'm glad
Nothing
I
hits you in the face with it like the lot because it's just you
Yep.
and them.
But on the flip side, there's also a beautiful thing, which is like somebody that you thought was not great. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That person is a fucking angel.
Yes.
Like I had no idea.
Yes.
And the person who you thought was bad and doesn't tip,
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I'll tell
they
you
have
what,
no redeeming quality.
That's kind of nice though. You have a moment where you go, good. I knew you were awful.
Yeah.
You know?
Or what if they tip you and you go, damn, I wasn't going to forgive you for all those terrible things you did.
Yeah.
Now I am $10 richer. And life's looking a little different now.
You're like, listen,
Enjoy the
they
winter.
messaged Aaliyah first.
17 is okay in some states. Connecticut, for example.
If you start life at conception, that's extra 9 months you can throw onto the 17. They're practically almost 18.
It's complicated.
But you can sign up for student loans. No problem. 100K down
It's
the
the
drain.
system that's fucked, man. You gotta figure out what you believe in. I believe in this $5 bill. I said something like unfortunate about like a comic. I think they told me like someone died or something. Like it was like a sad thing they said. I go, oh, that's terrible about what happened to blah blah blah. And Dave Wade immediately thought when I said that's terrible about what happened, he thought they got me too'd. But he speaks in an even shorter term. He goes, what happened? They got too'd. And I'm like, there shouldn't be a slang. What'd I do? What'd he do? Get too'd? And I'm like, get too'd? You mean me too?
I mean, it's just 2 letters he's shaving on.
I love it.
It's just to make more to make more time for Diet Coke. He took me out.
Dave is the ultimate.
Say what you will. Dave's got Oh, I could listen to him talk about anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, well he'll talk about anything.
I know.
Sometimes he'll come out and just smoke, and he's very casual with how he'll start. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, "What's up?" And I think he's just having a smoke, and I go in to like get something, and he's like, "Where you going?" And I was like, "I was just gonna get a water," and he's like, "I was just coming out here to hang out and talk with you."
Just getting started.
You leaving me? We're just starting to cook. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize this is a for me situation. Like, this is our time.
Do you guys remember the week when he discovered AI and he was like taking pictures? Like there was.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I was dying laughing.
It was one of my favorite memories ever. He was just being in the lot taking pictures of people and being like, "Check it out, I'm gonna put Willie in space." And we would all be just like, "Oh my God, he's insane!" Like everyone was just like cheering him on. We were so fired up.
He's the perfect person to receive. He's their ideal customer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were like, AI should just be under Dave, and we will be fine.
Yeah.
If Dave is the only arbiter of DI.
He's like, "Oh, Guam's on horseback." Just how you picture it. Just how I pictured
Let me
it.
see if I can make him half horse.
The whimsy in his voice each time,
Yeah.
sincere. It was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
One of those beautiful things I've ever seen.
It's like watching someone get too old for techno, or he's just like smoking. He's like, half horse Guam. It's not. I think it's broken.
Yeah.
I gotta watch an ad or something.
What's Pick USA?
Oh man. Well, I believe that is our time.
Oh man,
We're out of time.
I was just getting warmed up.
I know. It's been so much fun, you guys. Thanks for making this such a
I'm gonna
great
go pass
episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here.
It's gonna be a wild night tonight. Is Monday, so that's when the naked bodies come on stage.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. A lot of balls, a lot of butthole.
It's Monday night, baby.
Does this come out right
I was
away?
gonna say, whoever's listening, they're gonna.
This will be
we're gonna
out right
flooded
away.
on Monday night.
Come hang out Monday nights here and watch some body parts.
I'll get naked.
Torio will get naked
I don't
if you
give a
come and hang
fuck,
out. Mention the
dude.
Doorcast. Throw a little money in the tip jar and Torio will get naked.
Any
Yeah.
room, anytime.
No, it's
anywhere.
gonna be. Yeah.
Torio will be disrobing and he goes, "Did they mention the Doorcast?" Because I'm not doing this.
Dorio has the only breakaway door guy shirt.
Just buttons down the shoulder. I'm like, what the hell? And come every Friday to the Belly Room at 10:30 p.m. We have the Up Next show. It's the showcasing of door guys doing 15-minute sets. But you can always catch us doing short sets during Friends and Family on Monday nights from 8 till about 9:30. Other than that, where can people find you, Torio? You got dates coming up and stuff. Can they go to a website?
Yeah, you can go to my website, TorioVanGrol.com. I think I'm in Washington, D.C. and Denver next.
Oh, hell yeah. Go see him there.
Nice.
And we have a
you.
podcast together, Hesby Street Pod.
That's right.
Go listen
Every
to that.
Wednesday, Hesby Street Podcast.
Check out my podcast.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
I also just wanted to thank you, Zach, for having me.
Oh, yeah. You don't
Okay,
have
I'm
to-
done now.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
All right,
man.
thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Check out my podcast, Lying Flat, on YouTube every single Thursday, and that's it.
Fuck yeah. And you're done.
That's it.
And you're done.
And I'm done.
Okay.
Throw
I'm not-
something in. It's a bit we're doing. Throw
Oh,
something
okay,
in
okay,
right,
yeah.
but wait for him to start talking. It's really funny.
It's going to be
Hi,
so
everyone. You can follow me on Instagram.
Okay, I actually have one more thing on your plug.
I was like, where's?
It was getting to the wire there. I didn't think this bit was going to work, but it does.
I want everybody to check out Rene Lancaster's Instagram.
Hey, I like that. At Rene.Lancaster, RENE.Lancaster, like the city. See you soon.
Lancaster's a city?
Oh, it's a beautiful city.
Oh, Lancaster's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, they got the Jethawks
Yeah.
baseball team.
They just
Oh, just say like the Lancaster Jethawks.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
they found a guy hung from a tree over there recently.
Did they?
Yikes.
Yeah, it's
In
a beautiful
Lancaster?
place.
Okay, so it's like that. Renee's Instagram is like that.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be beautiful Lancaster related things in the United Kingdom, right? Like,
Well, yeah, I was gonna say there's Lancaster, Pennsylvania, right? Isn't that where Amish people live?
I think that's where the
probably
women
beautiful.
were accused of witchcraft.
Okay, we're
God,
out
it
of
seems
time.
like
I
Lancaster.
think they hang people there too.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of terrible things follow the name Lancaster. Anyway, check out Rene. He's got a lot of great things coming up. I'm Zack Chapeloni. You can follow me on Instagram, Zack Chapeloni, Hesby Street Pod with Torio, and here every Monday. We'll see you, or that's when we record. Anyway, thanks, Katie. We love you guys. Now, a word from our sponsors.